for sure. They're the team that's probably the most consistent. They play good defense, and when they're playing a bad team like the Bills, they come out, they show up, and they put a beating on them, which is what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
So some teams play down to their competition. Chicago doesn't. Chicago plays their game, and they're a tough team, tough out. I wouldn't want to see them in the playoffs because their pass rush is nasty, and Coach Nagy's doing a good job there. So,
absolutely.
Your number 7,
Cincinnati, 5-3. They were on a bye this week. I had them at 7 last week.
Just kept them the same.
So I just kept them the same. They didn't play, didn't win, didn't lose. But 5-3. The only reason they're not first in their division is because they have that third loss, whereas Pittsburgh has that tie with Cleveland. So, I mean, in the NFL, divisions, that loss means more than the tie. But I think Cincinnati has played better football in the first half of the season than Pittsburgh. So I got them at 5-3.
I don't. So I have my. That's interesting. My 7 is the Steelers.
Okay.
But I'm also really high on the Steelers. I really like the Steelers.
You've had
a
them
lot.
up there for a few weeks.
I really like. Well, I kept them at 10 as soon as they started winning. So they won. They've won. I think 4 in a row. No, yeah, like
something
four,
like that,
4 in a row. And then they're leading their division right now, thanks to the tie, like you said. Time will tell if they. I do think they end up winning the division. That's one of the teams I don't want to see in the playoffs. I don't want to play the Steelers because Steelers get really hot. They'll beat you.
Absolutely.
And so, almost any team, but that team is so streaky. You just want to catch them on it. You want to catch them on the down instead of it up. So,
yep.
You're number 6.
I got Carolina Panthers,
okay.
Who you already talked about.
Yep.
Cam Newton's playing really well. That defense is playing really well.
Defense.
And so I like the Carolina Panthers here at number 6. They are a team in the NFC that could do some damage. I mean, they're in the NFC South, which is arguably one of the divisions playing their best football right now.
Yep.
You got Atlanta, who's won a couple in a row here. Yep. You've got the Saints, who we've yet to talk about, and then Carolina, and then obviously Tampa Bay's kind of down there in the bottom. They're having quarterback issues, but
even with just say that even that division, even with Tampa having QB issues, that's not a given.
No,
they'll beat you.
They still played pretty well last week.
Yeah, they're still a good team.
I like the Panthers there at number 6.
My number 6 is the Los Angeles Chargers, which I think is the sneakiest team in the AFC. I think they're going to make the playoffs. I think Phil Rivers. I'm going to say the same thing every week. Phil Rivers is a elite quarterback. Doesn't have the Super Bowl yet, but they're looking well coached. And really, there are only 2 losses: Rams, Chiefs, which are great losses. Every other team they've played, they should have beat. Seahawks, was that on the road? They beat the Seahawks.
I think it was in Seattle. Yeah.
Okay, that's a great win. So I got to put Los Angeles Chargers up there at number 6.
All right, I got the Los Angeles Chargers at number 5, 6-2. All the same reasons you just spoke about. Hall of Fame quarterback, playing really well right now. They're running the ball really well.
Yep.
Playing good defense and keeping them in games. So Los Angeles Chargers, number 5.
When they're healthy, they're really good.
Yeah, they still have to come here, play Kansas City. I'm going to that game. I keep telling you to get tickets. And we'll do a live Midwest Mics from the tailgate.
From the tailgate? Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, so you're 5. Or no, that was your 5.
That was my 5.
My 5. Another team I'm really high on right now, Houston Texans.
Oh,
I love when a team start putting together. It's really, really hard in the NFL to win a lot of games in a row. 6 in a row is I don't care who you beat. That's an accomplishment. So 6 in a row. Traded for Thomas. Awesome. Good trade right there. Pulled the trigger on it. Really like Deshaun Watson. So I like Houston a lot. Well, another team that's well coached. Defense is pretty solid. So I like Houston.
Yep. The Houston's definitely a good team. I mean, I got them at 9. You got them at 5. So just a little difference there. But number 4, I got a feeling will probably be pretty similar here. I got the New England Patriots 7-2.
Number 4, I also have New England.
The Patriots struggled in their first 2 games, right?
Right.
We can say that. But It seems like they do that every year. And then as soon as people start to say, well, Father Time finally got Brady, or has Belichick lost the locker room, then they come out and, they just play freaking lights out.
Another thing is too the reason I don't have them. The reason I have them at 4 and not any higher is because their division's not great.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
It's not.
Jets
they're
are a great team.
Buffalo's terrible.
Dolphins are kind of showing us they're not great.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they.
Well, they got quarterback issues too because Tannehill got hurt.
And Osweiler's not the answer.
No.
Good backup.
Yeah.
He'll put you in games, I guess. But
Yeah.
thing is, they play Buffalo twice a year. Like, division's not great. So, whatever. Their schedule's not as tough.
Yep.
But Brady's there. Belichick's there. They're number 4 for me.
Okay. And number 3 here for me. This is where the big change starts to happen. I have the Los Angeles Rams.
Our list is going to be the same.
I dropped them from
it might not be the same.
I dropped them from 1 to 3.
So did I.
Yes, they lost the New Orleans Saints, who are a really good team, and I don't think that the Rams are in trouble by any means.
No, they're not.
They're still 8-1. They're still really good. They still got all those dudes, and they're still going to win a lot more games.
You weren't able to watch the game, right? Because you had coaches.
Yeah, I had coaches meetings.
So we had it on. We had it on at work, and I watched that game. Awesome game. Thought the Saints played really, really well, and the Rams still played good. The Rams came back and took a shot. They got down. They took a shot at getting this thing going. So, love the Rams. Great coach. I don't know about great. Good coach. Good coach. Maybe becoming great. And then the pieces are all there. The roster's great. So to lose to the Saints is no biggie.
Yeah. But they're now 8-1. So moving to number 2. Who you got at 2?
So I got Kansas City at 2.
All right. Yep. Our list will be the same. I got Kansas City at 2 also.
Okay. So
8-1.
Talk about why do you have Kansas City at 2 and New Orleans at 1?
The big reason that I jumped the Saints from 3 to 1 and dropped the Rams from 1 to 3 was because the Chiefs beat Cleveland on Sunday, which Cleveland is what it is. They won their game, so they didn't drop. But I felt like the Saints' victory over the Rams was more impressive than the Chiefs' victory over the Cleveland Browns.
So I'm with you on that. Exactly the same reason. I would say this too. One thing you can look at is kind of spreads can kind of give you an idea where the team should be.
Mm-hmm.
I think the spread for the Saints was -1.
Something like it was real close,
and it wasn't. And they beat them by a lot more than that.
They did.
And then for the Chiefs, it was minus. It ended up being -9 or -10, and they won by 17.
Yeah.
Right. So both Chiefs and the Saints did a good job, and they played above. But I would say on the same page as you, the Saints win is more impressive than the Chiefs win. Chiefs played well. Oh, actually, sorry. Chiefs played really well.
Yeah.
They played really good.
I mean, on the other end of that, you're going to have people say, well, the Chiefs lost to the Patriots and the Saints losses to the Buccaneers. There's probably an argument there that really any of these 3 teams could be number 1. The reason that I think the Saints lost to the Buccaneers is not as bad as it looks on paper was because that's when Fitzmagic was playing out of his mind. Early in the year, he was hot. I mean, everything he threw just seemed to find its way to the target. They're a different team now than they were when they beat the Saints. Now, if the Saints – and that's a division win, and sometimes those division wins can be tricky. I mean, although Kansas City thus far has handled those well. I mean, the Broncos obviously are having a bad year, and they've beat them twice.
That's an Andy Reid specialty.
And the Saints today added Dez Bryant, which, I mean, it can't make them any worse.
Yeah, we were talking about it off show.
Yeah.
If he doesn't fit in or if he doesn't work out, they just cut him.
Yeah, they just cut him. I mean, they signed him to a 1-year deal. I could not find the data or the money amount on that on Twitter or anywhere. So if any of our fans listening can find that and tweet it to us, mention us at Midwest Mikes, that'd be awesome because I looked today and could not find any financial details on that.
And speaking of, talking about we're kind of talking about 2 and 1 at the same time, but I'll talk on the Chiefs a little bit. It's kind of nice to see. I thought the defense actually, they're not playing as hard teams, but the defense is improving. The defense is getting better. And they don't give up the most points in the league. It's not like they're that. Yards-wise, they're pretty high. But they're not giving up the points. So The Chiefs got to play the Cardinals this week. That spread is the highest spread that's come out this year so far. It's minus 17, which are they going to win by 17? I don't know. Because if they get up by 17 or 20 at some point in the fourth.
Is that game here?
Yeah.
Okay.
The difference between the Mahomes team and the Smith teams would sometimes play down.
Yep.
Because Smith would be either off or it's not clicking yet.
Or he's checking down.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you're playing Kansas City, so far this year, I know for a fact, except for that first Broncos game, I know for a fact you got to score 30. So if the Chiefs ever get down by 7, even 10, I already know you got to score. If that team does not have 30, I'm not even worried.
Yeah.
Can Arizona score 30 on our defense? Is not. I don't think so.
I don't know.
With Rosen? No.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it'll be Rosen. No, they're not. It's not happening. So will whoever the running back is now have a good week? Yeah, probably. David Johnson will probably look good unless he's hurt. Sometimes he's hurt. Yeah, David Johnson will probably have a good week. I have on my fantasy team, so I'll probably start him. Anyways, so I'll look for the Chiefs to have a pretty easy game this week. And then the next week when they go Monday night to Mexico City to play the Rams, that game's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that.
I think it can go either way. Those teams, they seem to be, the way they're playing right now is they're playing really similar. Pretty high-octane offenses. And then the Rams' defense actually has kind of been going down a little bit lately. So that'll be a really tough game, and we'll see what happens there. So
there you have it. There's our list. There's our list for the week.
NFL rankings are in the books. If you guys have any discrepancies on that stuff, you got a team that we left off completely that you think should be up there, I don't know who the heck that would be. Send us a tweet, send us a snap, hit us up on Facebook, whatever. Just let us know how smart or how dumb we are.
Yeah.
And we can get into a little debate on there. Also, if you want to be on the show, you can send us a message. We want to fit as many people as we can, people that can bring value to the show.
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
something to say. You can come on and share with us what you think about anything. We'll talk about any topic. So.
Yeah, or if we have a guest that we've had on that you really enjoyed, make sure you let us know that too, so we know who to bring back and who not to bring back and all those things. Or if you got an idea for a guest, tweet us. Hey, I've been trying to get a hold of Pat Mahomes, but he's been a little busy right now. So.
Oh yeah, the second or the first?
The second.
Oh okay,
he's a little busy. Yeah, he got a little something going on, but.
I'll tell you what. Also, hey, if there's a guest you don't like, maybe send that in a DM instead of
instead of public. Yeah,
don't post it on there for us, please. Don't get us any hot water.
Yeah, because we don't have a lot of budget to pay these guests, so But hey, thanks for listening. We appreciate everybody who listens every week. Just hit us up on the social media, and we'll have a good week.